Hey, what's up everybody? Dave here with another new comic book day haul and recommendations video. And before we get into the books, we're going to do a quick shout out. And today's shout out is going to be for a cool channel called Chris Loves Comics. He does a lot of comic haul videos. Some of them are centered on a particular theme or character, and others are new comic book day hauls. He did a video recently giving a tour of the store that he goes to for his books, and he also does some comic reviews, and also he does reviews of his new comic book day books by telling you about the books and giving them grades. He seems like a nice, cool dude, and at the time of this recording, he's got 147 subscribers. So let's see if we can help him get past the 150 mark. If you haven't seen his content yet, please check out the link in the description box below for his content, and give him a sub. You're not going to be disappointed. Hi everyone, so let me show you which books I picked up this week. First up, we got Local Man, issue number 4 from Image Comics, and this is going to be the cover A. And then we got the back cover here, a lot better than the regular cover on the front. And then we got Barbaric, Hell to Pay, issue number 4 from Vault Comics, and this is the cover A. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Saturday Morning Adventures from IDW, and this is volume 2, issue number 1, cover A. And then we got some World Tree ones. We got World Tree, issue number 1 from Image Comics, and this is the second printing. And then we got a few different variants for issue number 2. This is the cover A for issue number 2. And then we got the cover B. And then my favorite one from this haul. I love this cover. Cover C, that's freaking wild. That is really wild. I love that one. Then we got the cover D. And then the cover E. And the cover E is pretty cool too. This is the Something is Killing the Children homage cover. That one's pretty damn cool too. It's my second favorite one out of this whole. And then we got some Pathfinder books. We got Pathfinder, Wake the Dead from Dynamite. And this is going to be issue number 1. This is the cover A. And then we got the cover B, the cover C, and then the cover D, the blank variant. Okay everybody, so I have my buddy Soundwave here to help me out with this part of the video. And normally at this part I will give you my top 3 recommendations from this haul. However, it's going to be a little bit different this time. I really was not impressed by the majority of these books. I really wasn't. And so I don't have a top 3. I only have a top 1. I wasn't going to force myself to like 2 other books just to be able to have a top 3. I read them 2 times each just to make sure I didn't miss something. And the second time I read each book, I felt the same as the first. I wasn't impressed by them. So I wasn't going to force the issue and, not be honest and try and just, be like, oh, put these 2 in there just to have a top 3. So it's going to be a top 1 right now. And that book is going to be Local Man, issue number 4 from Image Comics. And this has been a fun series to read. Let's jump in and check out the artwork. A little bit more. There we go. Alright, Soundwave, if you would please, thank you. Alright, so this was a good one. We got Crossjack and his Pooch Pepper found an abandoned quarry, and he's doing this all during his investigation of the character of Hodag's murder. So the 2 of them end up diving into some water. They find a tunnel under the water leading into the building that's on the site there. Inside the quote-unquote secret lair, he is confronted by the Camo Crusader. So this guy right here, Discount Cable, as I like to call him, because I feel like he looks just like Cable. We learn more about why Camo Crusader hates Jax so much, and what the facility was being used for by Camo Crusader. You don't get the full scope of what it was being used for right away. It becomes more, it was more revealed at the end, and I'm sure they're going to go more into it in the next issue. But the police chief ends up intervening during the battle between Jack and Camo Crusader. Jack was getting his ass kicked. The police chief stops that momentarily, and it forces Jack to take a drastic step to save the man. So at this point now, the chief ends up taking an unconscious Jack and his dog away, because Jack just fell unconscious after saving the man because he had just been beaten so badly. He takes him away to a safe site, and while Jack is inside, they talk a little bit, and then the police chief leaves to go make some notifications. And while Jack is inside, he figures out what Camo Crusader was doing. But at the same time, the police chief who's outside is being confronted by a new villain, which is a product of what Camo Crusader was doing in the secret lair there. And I'm sure they'll go more into it in the next issue. So I'm really looking forward to that. I really enjoyed the writing in this issue, just like the other issues. It was humorous at times, like previous issues, such as whenever Jack does something extreme, which turns out to be unnecessary, like in this issue where he jumps into the water, hoping, because he doesn't know for sure that there's a tunnel under the water there. He's hoping it's going to be there and lead into the secret lair. But he jumps into the water looking for that, instead of talking to the police chief and convincing him to help him investigate what's going on, which would have made entering the facility much easier, since before Jack jumps into the water, the guy, calls him an idiot and tells him to stop because he has a key to get into the building. So I thought that was pretty funny, and then how Jack got away from the guy in the first place was pretty funny too, hitting him in the face with a rubber band. And the writing, of course, it can be intense at times, or serious, such as when Camo Crusader appears and confronts Jack and starts talking to him about what was happening. And you kind of feel how bad Camo Crusader feels because of what Jack had done to him, and how Camo Crusader has changed now. And the cover art for this cover A, it's just okay. This one's just, the back cover is much better. I really like this one a lot better right here. But the interior artwork is great as always, and I'm looking forward to the next issue and seeing where all this goes from here. All right, everybody, so I was going to put in this video a section of me talking about why I didn't like those other books, but it was just getting to be way too long of a video, so I had to cut it out. It was just going to be way too long. So let me know if anybody would be interested in hearing any of that. I could always post it as a separate video. All right, so that's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider hitting that good old like button and subscribing to the channel. And everybody that's already subscribed to the channel, thank you very much. I really do appreciate all of you, and all of you always coming around like you do. Thank you, Soundwave, for your assistance, as always. And leave a comment down below. Like I said, let me know if you'd be interested in seeing that other video, or just say hi. I always love hearing from everybody. All right, so until next time, actually, before I go, don't forget to check out the CBC Awards. I'll have a link to that in the description box below. It's a fun little thing that Brian LCS has set up. He does for the community. The nominations period is open right now, and you don't have to fill out the entire nominations form if you don't want to. You can just fill out the categories that you're interested in, and that's it. You don't have to fill out the whole thing, okay? But definitely check it out and help support the community. So until next time, be safe, be well, and I'll catch you later.